were over.
All right, joining us now is Bernard Zapor. He is a former special agent in charge with the ATF. He is now a faculty associate at the School of Criminology and Criminal Justice at Arizona State University. Sir, thank you so much for joining us. I mean, a lot of people gathering together in Boston today, but it seems to have gone by pretty much without incident.
I would give the credit for today's activities to the Boston police and the surrounding community, probably for working with the criminal intelligence information they had and having the resources in place to mitigate potential outbreaks.
Yeah. There were so many people on hand. Would you call it how many police do you think, if there were 15,000 people there, what kind of a police response do you need? And also, we saw in this case a heavy police presence, but there's always that question about if you have too many out that are armed in riot gear that can provoke violence at the same time. With Charlottesville, lots of people said, they weren't there nearby. They weren't in the riot gear. There weren't enough people, and that's what caused the violence. So how do you deal with that very sensitive balance?
I think past experiences have shown that you have to have a very uniformed, active presence, but you have to have a reserve force that is there to counter violent activities with force, with the maximum level of force needed to knock it down, because these things turn to germinate like a virus. That's what happens in a mob mentality. Additionally, there's going to be a lot of officers and law enforcement personnel that are not in uniform that are there to gather information and to sense what's happening in the crowds, to get a feeling of where particular agitators might be.
All right. We have to go. Thank you so much, Bernard, for joining us, and we will be right back.